In this video, we are introduced to one of the most luckiest girl in the world that I know. Actually, her name is Jennifer. They are saying Jennifer received a gift of 4,000 rands from her boyfriend. She deposited the money into a savings account, right? So, firstly, we are being told that Jennifer has a rich boyfriend, right? They are saying this boyfriend of hers is going to tease her with how much money? With 4,000 rands, right? So this is going to be our T0, isn't it? So when the statement continues, they are saying she deposited the money to a savings account. Very good. 3 years later, she received another gift of 5,000 rands from her boyfriend and deposited the money into a savings account as well. So we can just say right about here is going to be our T3, and then we can see that the boyfriend is getting more money in for Jennifer, right? So when the statement continues, it says calculate how much money will she have saved 3 years after her deposit of 5,000 rands. So that means our final is going to be T6. I think it's going to be 6 years after when she accumulates her money, because they are saying her boyfriend teased her with 4,000 rands, and then after 3 years he came back again with another 5,000 rands, and then they are saying calculate after 3 years after she invested that 5,000 rands. Hopefully I am understandable. So they are basically want our final amount here, right? So the difference here, guys, is that we are having two deposits, isn't it? So we are going to learn how can we compound this money when there are deposits. Unfortunately, I don't have withdrawals, but you are going to use the very same principles, right? So when the statement continues, it says assume that the interest rate for the first 2 years of the savings period is 18% per annum compounded monthly, right? This is very important on our statement. It is para amount. So we can just say here is going to be our T2, right? Our second year. So we can say here is going to be our 18% compounded monthly. So we're going to say monthly, and then after these 2 years, what happens? They are saying, and it changes to 18% compounded half yearly for the remaining 4 years. So basically what changes is the compounding period, right? But it's still this very same 18%, but now it is compounded half yearly, meaning that it is compounded only 2 times a year, right? So let's get into our maths, right? So if you are coming from TikTok, please shout on our comment section and say TikTokers are here to stay, right? So please don't forget, if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe so that we can hit our next milestone, which is 2,000 subscribers. So let's tackle this question. So how do I want my level 7 pioneers to tackle this question? I want you guys to think of each and every point on our history or on our timeline. It is a vital point, right? It is paramount. It is very, very important, right? What do I mean? We are going to say we are going to calculate our value at T number 2, right? Keep in mind, guys, your teachers at school, they are going to teach you another method. I know that there is more than one method to calculate this type of question, but I'm going to use this one because I find it easy for myself, and I am hopeful that for many of you it's going to be simple as well, right? So please, I don't want to find comments what in the comment section below, right? So My method is a bit longer, but I think it is more simpler and more understandable. So we are going to calculate the value of our investment after 2 years, because we can see that after 2 years, our compounding period is going to change, meaning our interest rate is going to change, guys. So we are going to say A is equals to P. Our present value is going to be our 4,000 rands, isn't it? And then we are having 1 plus our percentage. You are going to divide that by 100, is going to be 0.18. And then since it is monthly, you are going to divide by 12, and then you are going to ask yourself for how long this money was compounded at this interest rate. It was for 2 years, right? You're going to say 2 multiplied by 12, right? So when you punch this on your calculators, you should be getting 5,718,011,248. So I will urge you that you must write the number as it is, guys, right? So this is our first vital point in history, right? So we are going to term number 3 now, which is our 3rd year. So we are going to say our value at T3, right? You're going to take this money and compound it for 1 year, right? So we are going to write the formula, and then we are going to say our present value. Guys, remember, the thing that I have emphasized so much up until now is that this money that we are going to get at T2 is going to be our final amount when you are coming from T0. But when you move from T2 to T3, you are going to treat this money as our P, because it is our present value at the 2nd year, right? So if you're having any questions, please post them on our comment section. So this money, it was our final amount from T0, but now it is from T2. From T2, it is our present value, which is 5,718 rands, 0.11,248. Then you're going to say 1 plus our percentage is the same, which is 0.18 divided by 2, since now it is half yearly, right? So for how long? It is for only just 1 year, right? You're going to multiply it by 2 as well. So the difference here is that at T3, what happens at T3? We are having this generous boyfriend, actually the richest boyfriend that I know, is going to give this girl, which is Jennifer, is going to give her 5,000 rands. That is what is happening at T3, right? So you are going to plug this on your calculator, and you should be getting 11,793 rands and 56916, right? So you should be writing it like this. And then we are going to move from T3 to T6, right? So remember, guys, this money was our final amount when we were moving from T2, but now it's going to be our present amount, which is our principal amount. So we are going to say our value at T6. That's what we are looking for. Actually, you're going to write the formula, and then you're going to say 1 plus I raised to the exponent of n. You're going to say A is equals to the 11,793,56916, right? Into 1 plus our percentage is still the same, 0.18 divided by 2, because our compounding period is still the same. So you are going to say 6 minus by 3. You are going to be getting 3. That is the period that is left, right? You are going to multiply it by 2, which is our compounding period. And then when you plug this on your calculators, you should be getting 19,779 rands and 00 cents, right? So if you're having any questions, my level 7 pioneers, please post them on our comment section below. I'll make sure that I get back to you. So let's go to our next question, whereby we are going to be treating an exam questions. Thanks, my level 7 pioneers.